and welcome along to this video. Today we are doing an Embraer 175 flight. It's Horizon Air, and as you can hear, we're in Eurofly from my new with my new audio modification. As you can hear, we're currently at a very busy airport. There's people, there's the sound of the aircraft, there's a truck even in the background. There's all sorts going on here at Portland. Weather's not particularly nice, but we're going from Portland to Seattle. It's a really short little hop, and then for another video I will do the return. So let's actually get into the aircraft and start getting things set up, shall we? Now you can hear I'm using my audio mods, so the click sounds when I'm typing in, but you won't be able to hear them in a minute just because the airport's so loud. Let's close those doors, shall we? And request our passengers. Okay, so we're going to gate 4, so we'll just start our engines and taxi there. Yeah, so in the Embraer 175 today, the little regional. Parking brakes will go off, and we'll do seatbelt signs, just so we can taxi at our own leisure here without getting warnings. Oh, I forgot to do the computer. Laugh out loud.
46R. 46R.
And we'll get up some, some nice speed there.
West.
Turn on to the gates, turn our environmental on as well. I'm just going to go into my volume mixer and just turn this. Turn it up a little. So it's a really short hop. This is about 35 minutes or so, 40 minutes maybe. They only actually go up to flight level 140, so that's probably all we're going to do. It's about 4,000 meters. We'll see how long the flight is. Right, here is our gate, finally. Bit of a long taxi there. Let's bring ourselves to a stop. We'll switch our thing off environmental. And we'll go engine shut down. Let's reopen our doors. And people will stop boarding. So, we are going to Seattle, so let's get the airport list up. There's our airport. You can see it only says 40 minutes. It'll be longer than that by the time we actually get up. Yep. So that's literally all we're going to do. Go to Washington. Let's have a look then what fuel we want to take. We'll let the passengers continue getting on. That gives us 938. We don't need that much fuel, but I'm going to take another 2,000 just to be absolutely sure. Always better to have more. Right, we can start the safety information.
Ladies and gentlemen,
close the doors.
Ask you to pay attention to the following presentation of safety procedures.
Suddenly goes very quiet, doesn't it? Seatbelts are already on, so let's actually get our engines on again. Right engine.
Near emergency exits. Fasten your seatbelt and
left engine.
To unfasten it, lift the upper part of the buckle. We suggest to keep your seatbelt.
Let's load our route in with auto nav.
For takeoff and landing, make sure
yeah, that little ding dong has been added by the mod. Environmental obviously on. Pressure, climate. Let's turn that lights on as well. Oops. Do flaps before I forget. We haven't got any modded flap sounds or gear, so we're just using defaults, unfortunately. We don't need TCAS because I don't have TCAS on currently. I was doing a long haul the other day, so I switched it off. Let's just shut them out. So, takeoff speed is 233. We're very light, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to even set an altitude. I'll just do the rotation myself manually. Why not? Makes it a bit more fun. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else we need to set. Let's actually start inching forward, shall we? We haven't been given our gate yet, but we might as well start taxiing because they're going to give it us soon.
For further information, please check the safety instruction card located in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice flight.
Right, that's just turned, so let's start taxiing. We can go slowly, there's no rush.
38R, 47R, 50R.
I don't know what the usual procedures are for Horizon, that's who we're flying with. I don't know whether they usually do packs off or packs on for departure, otherwise I would turn the avionics, well not the avionics, the environmental control off, but I don't know what they do, so. I don't think they gave us any taxing. No, they didn't, not yet. Oh, there we go. Runway 2. Okay, very nice. So we'll keep we'll keep going as we are. Runway 2. Just as a demo, you can hear now, if I enter an altitude, for example, you just get little clicks when I type.
5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 6, 6.
It might be difficult to hear on stream, but you obviously no longer get the beeps. And there's a few other nice little things as well. For example, when you do the reverse sound. I wonder if it'll do it on the ground. No, it doesn't. But you'll hear it when we get in the air. When you bring the aircraft to a stop, you get a nice little clunk as the reverses come out.
39R, 47R, 49R.
Right, here we go.
49R. R. 21R. North.
Now the weather here is not very good at all. It is very early though in the morning, in real time at this airport. Currently in the US.
41R.
So I'm not really surprised. So you can hear with the new mods, whilst Eurofly isn't realistic, you know, in the way it flies, it's a relatively nice sim. You know, it's alright. Right, there's our runway. I was in the middle of drinking tea there, so I was like, can I finish drinking it before we have to turn to this runway? Apparently we could, just about. Right. So 128.7 2987. What was it? Oh, 3987. Okay. There we go. It's Josh on tower. Apparently we're holding for traffic. Let's close the cockpit door. So we're going to accelerate, takeoff speed to 233 in a minute, and all we're going to do is I'll just rotate it about 233-ish. Right, we have takeoff clearance. Power. Just ignore that. Keep an eye on the speed here. No rush to rotate. Start bringing our nose up. Airborne, gear up. Keep rotating the nose up a little bit.
276R.
Take off successful.
And we're up. That's auto nav doing its job. I'll continue to fly the aircraft manually on the altitude.
Seat type characters off. 338. 376. 415. 10. 8. 443. 4. 449. 454. 8. 276 plus. 1.
Right, they want us to level off.
-1.
I'm going to increase our speed.
5. 0. 493.
We'll do right there. We're going to be climbing in a sec anyway.
397/890 plus.
We'll go to 250 knots.
458/890 crosswind from left. USA Washington Park County. 501/810. 516/810. 528/810.
Bit of turbulence there.
540 crosswind from.
Move a bit fast.
533 crosswind. 455.
Yeah, we're going through some major turbulence.
Altitude edit.
Right, they want us up to 11,000. I'm not sure we're going to do that.
6. 0. 1. 4. Eurofly. 14.
Climb to
475,
6,000 initially. Ooh, turbulence. We're getting shaken around pretty bad.
Folder loop. Keep use exit trip Newton PM signal speeder. Trouble open up. Unknown. Volume mixed mute dialog and DDA average. Mute dialog profile and type mute dialog Eurofly. Volume for Eurofly 7.
Turn it up just a little.
List. Eurofly. 200 KM Seattle 10.
So we only have 200. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it up to 11,000. So we'll see how we go.
Light rain temperature 4 degrees western. 5 km per hour clouds.
Still in the weather. No clouds around apparently, but just a little bit rainy. We've left the turbulence finally. By the looks of things, on departure.
Delta 6,000.
We'll take the seatbelts out now. It's a really short flight, so they might not even take them out in real life, but we'll just take them out, whatever. And we can pretty much just sit back and watch the aircraft do its thing. Tell you what, I didn't check. How many passengers we have today? 88. We are absolutely full, pretty much.
$533+2475/6000.
Right, coming up to 10,000, so let's get our speed up a bit more. Well, we're not going to cruise in anything ridiculous. I don't need to go to, like, you know, high speed cruise, because we're just cruising along slowly on this short little flight.
676/890 crossing from left. 752/890 crossing from left. 791/890 crossing from left. 807 crossing from left. 809 crossing.
What that about? 800. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'll be absolutely fine. So 179 kilometres. We have 13 minutes apparently. It'll be a bit longer than that, but we might as well just cruise slowly as we climb up to 6k, and we'll see what they say. Maybe they'll want us to climb more, but there we go. Right, there we go, hitting 6k. We've left their airspace, so I'm just going to sort of stick at this altitude for now,
160 km Seattle 104155.
because the flight doesn't even climb any higher. So
Set frequency.
123.0. Enter 1, 2, 3, up. 0. Eurofly.
I have just applied to Air We Go, so I'm gonna. That's a virtual airline, by the way, that flies around. Has a lot of bases in the UK, so hopefully we'll see some of that on the channel soon in FSX P3D. Anyway, so yeah, what I was going to talk about in cruise, just on this short little flight, is that I'm changing things up a little bit with the channel, just in that I'm going to try and pre-record some videos and have them pre-stream themselves. And basically what that means is I set a time for it to start streaming, and it will stream my pre-recorded video. So I'm not going to do this all the time, obviously, because I won't be, well, I may not be there in the chat when it live streams itself. So people can come into the chat, they can interact with each other and have a chat and whatever, but it may not necessarily be live. So I'll obviously put in the title pre-recorded video. Got a bit of turbulence again. I'll obviously put in the chat like pre-recorded video to let people know that it's flipping heck, we are in the turbulence. To let people know that it's pre-recorded, and I'll obviously put live if it is actually live. So that's how I'm going to do it, to have videos scheduled, and obviously they will archive, so if people don't see them that's fine, but it's just an easy way for it to live stream stuff. But yeah, the weather's not so good here, is it? At this altitude. We'll just carry on.
123 km Seattle 10:42:58.
It's a really short little flight this, so it's not going to take us long at all.
Who's counting?
Out of clouds.
To see what's happening on the ranking page, shall we? I've got no idea what my ranking is. Actually, I'm not bad saying I haven't flown for ages, like for a good few weeks on Eurofly. I'm only 358, so a few flights and that'll come up easily. Sounds like a nice flight, Dubai to sorry, Vancouver to Dubai.
FMC Seattle 99 km ahead.
99 kilometers. I mean, I don't know what I...
0 airports in range. The closest is Olympia, 63 km.
Okay, so we might be in contact with an airport relatively soon, I don't know. The way I may do this is, because I seem to have a sort of schedule on the channel at the minute where I just try and do a stream at least every week. You know, like, at very minimum I want to do one stream per week, and that happens, and that's, you know, usually 2-3 hours, whatever. What I may do is have a live stream midweek as well, but just have it pre-recorded and stream that way, because I just don't have the time to go live sometimes and spend 3-4 hours streaming and do that in midweek or even at the weekend sometimes. So if I have pre-recorded things ready to go live, that's helpful. Right, let's see what they're going to tell me to do then. Are they going to want me to descend or not? What do they want? I assume this is yeah, Olympia's airport. Right, okay, they want me down to 2,000.
2, 0, 7,
In no rush to descend down, so we'll do that. Stick the seatbelts on now as well.
Done. Flying through clouds.
Yes, County.
Out of clouds.
I think with the live stream, even if it is pre-recorded, I wouldn't expect people to necessarily join the live stream so much. I mean, they could watch it live if they wanted to, as like a, you know, like as the video's just being released. But it'd archive, and then people would be able to just watch it as and when. And it's a way of having some content without me actually having to be there. I can pre-record videos when I've got time, save them, and just stick them onto live stream at some point. So. Flying through a bit of weather there. Ice crystals, yeah. We're leaving their airspace, and we're now entering another airspace. I assume that's yes, that's Seattle actually. Right, I'm just going to take over control because we're a little bit high, so I'm just going to push the nose down more. Just to actually start getting this down a bit. Landing is 232, so about 230 will do us nicely. We're very, very light, of course, with fuel, and obviously we've got full people, but we haven't got much fuel on board because it's a little tiny flight. Yeah, we're coming back on the altitude now. The weather's not looking so good though. Well, the temperature's lower and it's still raining here, so it's raining here just like it was in Portland. Interesting. Although, as I say, it is very early in America, so it's not going to be very warm at all.
36 a.m. Seattle 10 port 3180. FMC Seattle, 28 AM 1, Ashore, eurofly.
How long have we been in the air?
6 AM 17 and 5 seconds.
17 minutes, so by the time we land it's going to be about 25, a little bit shorter than the real world, but it'll do me. It's fine.
Out of clouds.
1994. County. KM Seattle 1635.
Right. We'll start slowing down in a minute as usual.
19 KM Seattle 1518. 1 0 7.
Just program the aircraft to do that. Deal with the altitude.
17 KM net.
Let's chuck out some reverse. Hear the reverse is coming out there. Well, not the reverses, the I guess it'd be speed brakes because we're in the air. You wouldn't want the reverses out in the air. But it's not really anything in Eurofly, it's just the, I don't know, it's just to slow the plane down. Right, we're now at 1,000 feet. Let's keep pushing the nose down again.
551/0 crosswind from left. 535/0 crosswind from left.
Do flaps now, we just passed 250. So
465/0 crosswind from left. 9.4, 434.
just take gear down a little bit early, but we'll do that.
786.
Alright, we're looking okay on the altitude, still a little bit high, but we're coming back nicely.
351/0 crosswind from left. 8.1 km, 303/0 crosswind.
Keep some speed
674.
and help the altitude slow us down a little bit more in a sec.
294 crosswind from left. 6.9 km, 579.
Yeah, we should be alright on the altitude. We should have just about enough room to get rid of some altitude here.
Five 5.7 km, 457. 4.4 km,
Right,
44.29.
slow us down a bit more now. Right to our landing speed, I think.
260. 247 cross. 236 crossline. 231 crossline from left.
Little bit.
234 crossline from left.
Oops, didn't mean to do
234
that.
crossline
It's
from left.
alright, auto nav will sort of that.
233 crossline from left.
Right,
3.2 km, 217.
looking good. We're on altitude profile here.
233, 2.8 km, Seattle, 184.
Just about.
160. 2.3 km, 136.
Yeah, we're pretty much perfect on the altitude.
2.1 km, 112. 2.0 km, 104. Seattle, 2 km.
Clear to land.
233 crossline from left, 72.
It was easy. And just carry on our approach.
55, 52, 49, 43,
Let's just try and
39,
land us
44,
nicely.
30, 27, 25, 18, 15, 13, 11, minus 6, 6, minus 2, 3.
Touchdown, reverse.
/0, 125/0, 115/0.
Reverse out.
Around
Come up.
115.8 hours. And 1. Dot.
5.8.
Landing successful.
That noise. I might change that to like a safety announcement, you know, or just something, anything different. Right.
Minus 678.79. Minus 584.
Welcome down to Portland. I mean, Seattle. We came from Portland.
Minus 313.
Automatic navigation off.
Minus 181.
I know aircraft.
54. Minus
I'm meant to
157.
turn it off. Only to ding.
54. Minus 73. 27. Minus 30. 13. Minus 13. 14. Minus 7. Minus 4.
Right, slow right down here. This will do nicely. Parking brake set. Environmental off. All this off.
Status monitor off.
Keeps dinging as all the stuff goes off. That will do. That will do. Left engine and right engine can go off. Seatbelts. Doors. Deboarding. Off you get, people. And that is pretty much us done. I'm going to leave the computer and frequency and stuff, and radio and whatever on, just because I'm going to do the flight back straight away for another video, so there's no point me shut that door, it's a bit loud. There's no point me
profile, list, edit scene, checkbox, notch, stop recording.
there's no point me keeping it all off if we're going to do the turnaround. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick video down from Portland to Seattle in the Embraer 175 from Horizon. Look out for the return video. Hope you're enjoying the new Eurofly mods. It's just a bit of something different every so often, and I will see you in the next video.